Hello. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, sorry I didn't stream for the past few days. I have not been feeling great. It sucked. I know. I don't know why. I really... just because my blind's closed. So I don't want this on yet. It's getting a little warm out where I live. I'm gonna open up my blind. I'll be right back. But this was gonna be on Photoshop anyway. Why not? I know, how dare I get sick? It sucked too. Alright. Hey, you're on.
Bummer.
Yeah, I know. Alright, entertain him for a little bit. Be right back.
How do I entertain? What is a stream?
Don't act like a dick and just say hi.
Hi. What's up, everyone? I'm here. Yep. Hi, Angel, Jack, Brianna. So, I'll say it again when she comes back, but, it's actually the chat over in Twitch is delayed, but YouTube is delayed on the actual video and sound, so it's weird. What's up, Pseudo? 90 degrees surrounded by dirt, pine trees. Where you located, Brianna? Because it was like 98 in the sun a couple hours ago. At least by me. Dark making us feel good. Always. You all suck. Stop following her. Stop subbing to her. And if you take me seriously, there's something wrong with you. That's weird to assume. Harry Potter. North Carolina, alright, yeah. I got an uncle in South Carolina.
Entertain me, Dark. 90 degrees surrounded by dirt, and more dirt with a bunch of pine trees and puddles. Yeah, that sucks. But you're in your own place.
I told everyone to stop following you.
Bummer.
Yeah, we don't hang out, honest. She starts saying my lines, God.
When I start going, shut up, Dirk Perk.
Yeah, exactly.
I could have made that way worse and said, Dirkus Perkus. But I think only Dreamy did that.
That's Dreamy's thing.
Yeah, alright, so I'll keep that for Dreamy.
5-minute walk, that's nice. If I could walk to work, that'd be badass.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So yeah.
It's like, what? 3 blocks max?
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dirk Perk. So I'm drawing on this new thing today. Super excited.
This new thing.
It's still pretty new.
Tablet, I didn't see what you were referring to. I thought you meant the snake. I didn't hear the on this thing.
Ah. Yep. A new drawing tablet, which is awesome, by the way.
It's alright.
So yeah, I got a few things that I can work on here. So there's my little snake concept that I was working on. My giant bird, hawk, dinosaur looking thing. A couple characters that I've been working on. I just did a few silhouettes and got the ones that I thought were the most interesting looking.
No man bear pigs?
No man bear pigs, no. And that's pretty small, but got like some animal concepts for a few creatures I was making. I figure I start with the snake since it's almost kind of done. A book. No, it's a drawing tablet. It's from, how did you pronounce it, Dark?
Huyon.
Huyon?
Huyon.
Yeah. So they have drawing tablets. It's like a Cintiq, but, you know, it doesn't cost you like an arm and a leg. You can get them on Amazon. Relatively nice. Pretty cheap. You should draw a bandana on the snake. Oh, and a bandana. I thought you said bandana for some reason.
Yeah, you can't take the bandana now. Come on.
But yeah, the apartment is one.
Pseudo's hasn't been around enough to... I don't even think he knows about the bandana enough.
I don't think so either. I think that was...
I don't think anyone in this chat does.
Except me.
Maybe Jack.
I know about it only because Ambig asked me to make them a little emoji for their bandana on their Twitch side.
I still got the one I made. Alright, so I don't know who actually came up with the idea first. I want to say it's me, but that's me being cocky. But somewhere in Ambig's channel, we were talking about bandanas, and I think someone stuttered saying it. So I'm like, is it a bandana? A banana with a bandana?
Mm-hmm.
And then it just became this big old thing, and I literally made them a bandana in Blender. Jesus, that was like 2 years ago.
Because I remember that was a part of their stream for the longest time, especially
Yeah,
like the
and they said that they lost all their files, or they moved them, and they just haven't put it back. I think that was probably true, and they're probably like done with it. You know what I mean? They're like, alright, well, they didn't bother to redo it. It's like, alright. I did work for a lot of people, because back when I was still learning Blender, I was so happy to just start learning it. Hell, I even started some stuff for Angel, and I never finished it.
Poor Angel.
I know. I said I would. I didn't. I feel like a dick.
I know, elbow cough. Dude, that's awesome. It's amazing what can happen when someone says something unintentionally.
Well, why do you think I got Dirk Perk? I think Fox was just drunk and misread Dark Park. Like, he was really drunk. I think that's how that came to be. Or how about your name, BAZ?
I was gonna say, yeah, like...
Oh, as soon as I started talking about that, I'm like, wait a minute, BAZ.
Yeah, because for those of you that didn't know, my original name was Badazakin. But I go into a, so I hop into a Ambig stream, and Zach's drunk. And Zach, Zach couldn't pronounce Badazakin. He's like, that's a little too hard for me to pronounce. I'm going to call you Baz. And so it stuck. And I changed my name on YouTube and everything, and it stayed Baz, and that's what everybody calls me.
And then he met me.
Yeah. And then, and then on Mondays, everybody calls me Pause.
Gear.
Mm-hmm. Well, because at first, that's what Bass thought that why Zach called me Boz or Baz. It was because it sounded close to Pause. And Fox was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. So, when he found out, it's like, no, it's because it's short for Badazakin. They're like, all right, so on Mondays, we're going to call you Pause.
Really? I thought he just was trying to be funny and, like, Pause, Baz.
Maybe.
Similar spelling. Yeah, I don't remember that story, but hey, it's your name. You probably remember it better than me.
That's from what I recall, and that's what I took from it. So I was like, all right.
Remember that, but all right.
Onesie, Brianna. Because it was okay, so the whole thing with Badazakin was It was a nickname in college. Let me just start that off first.
And it's very inappropriate for this woman, just saying.
Well, because during college, it's an art college, so everybody in there's a kind of an eccentric sort, kind of crazy, kind of eccentric. I didn't know.
Eccentric.
Okay.
It's an E.
So a lot of the friends that I made there are like that. And I was always that friend that would come over and like help them out if they needed anything. I wasn't that kind of friend that would just sit there and just be a stone, you know, the whole entire time. Like I was like, hey, do you guys want to go do something? Hey, do you guys need help? Hey, this, whatever. And I remember it was shortly after my two friends texted me and they're like, we need help, we're sick, and we don't know how to make soup. And I'm like, you want me to come over?
Know how to make soup.
Like from scratch. But again, these are...
How do you not know how to make soup?
They were sick. They were just like, we're too weak to do anything. I'm like, alright, hang on, I'll be there. And luckily it was like downstairs from them. So all I had to do was just walk upstairs and go to their apartment. And I made them food, and they're like, yeah, she's a badass Mexican. We're gonna call her Badassican now. I'm like, alright. I know, soup is easy. But I was like, why don't you guys just make top ramen? And they're like, no, we need like actual nutrient food soup, not...
Nutrient.
Yeah. We need like actual food, like carrots, celery, chicken, things like that, not...
I would have said, fuck that. You got a whole room full of several people who are sick, and they're asking you to come into said room full of sick people and spend various long times in that situation preparing food.
Yep.
Fuck that.
I don't remember if I got sick from being in there at all. I don't remember.
One of you sneezes, you're gonna die. What's up, Stretch?
Also, hey, Limo, I saw you.
There's supposed to be a third one of us in chat, but he's missing in action, so that's fun.
Well, he had to walk the dog, and he's probably eaten.
How dare he? When is he not eating, actually? See? Hey, what's up? Well, Dark, we had a good run. With what? What we do now?
Where do you see
What'd
that?
we fail? I don't remember failing. What we do?
Oh, that was Andrew. I was like, that? You saw that way before I did, but then again, freaking delay and all that stuff.
Yeah, now we're
Also, Drew, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's a little worrisome.
That's extremely worrisome. We had a good run. It's like, uh-oh.
It's like, what'd you
What
do
I
now?
fuck up now?
Yeah. It's gonna say, Dark, did you say something stupid again?
I don't know. I mean, again, everything I say is logical. You know that.
Shut up.
Am I wrong? If someone... Oh, okay. Whew. You scared me, Drew. Don't do that.
If someone sneezes. Drew been sipping on cough medicine.
That is disgusting. I remember we had a ski club in elementary school, and like literally you take a bus, go skiing for the night.
Yeah.
And one of my friends who's like, what's the polite term of saying it? Straight edge.
Okay.
He was feeling kind of sick, and he's like, I'm just gonna take some cough medicine. You know, it'll be fine. We'll have a great time. Yeah, he took too much.
Uh-oh.
And he was a small little dude. Yeah, he couldn't get off the bus.
Oh dear.
It was bad.
Bad, huh?
This is elementary school, mind you. It's not like he was trying to get high. He's dumb.
Didn't they read the directions?
Obviously not.
Mm.
And you know, this is years ago, back when it still had like pseudosudonephenone in it.
So, what?
Stuff they make meth with.
Acetaminophen?
Pseudosudonephenone.
Okay. I was gonna say Gesundheit, but that's your thing.
Don't ask me, but I know my chemicals.
Chemistry is fun!
Directions, who needs them? For instance, I will give $1, not really. I will give a brownie point to anybody who knows what MDMA stands for.
What'd you say?
I'll give a brownie point to anybody in chat. And don't Google it. Don't Google it. That's cheating.
I was tempted
Because
to.
if you copy paste and Google it, I'll know. Because you're not going to spell it right. And now that I said that, they're probably going to like fuck up the spelling. But if anybody actually knows what MDMA stands for, yes, that's what it is, pseudo. But what does the acronym actually stand for? Because I know what it is. The only reason I know is because of a Psytrance song. I'm not joking. Yeah, don't pull Drew. Don't pull Drew and cheat. Yeah. Don't know what it stands for, just know that it makes you feel great. It's what in ecstasy? No, it is pure ecstasy, Stretch. It's ecstasy in its purest form.
Is this really something that I should be having going on in my chat?
It doesn't matter, we're not endorsing it.
Alright. Just wanted to get a letter from something being like, hey, you were talking about this. I'm like,
You're not even monetized.
I'm not, but still.
So even if you were to get flagged tonight, we're not saying anything wrong. We're educating people, if anything. We're
Okay.
not teaching them how to take drugs or how to manufacture them. Although I could now, I'm just kidding.
No!
Party jugs.
Okay.
Yeah, we save those for how to make meth from Dark Park. Yeah, Jack, I'm not gonna lie, that can be a topic of
Can
another day.
no. Not in here, at
Another
least.
day. Yeah. But yeah. Anybody is wondering, I could say what it stands for.
Type it.
I can't spell it. I can't spell my name half the time. You expect me to spell that? It's got like 30 fucking letters because they pulled a straight up German on this and just combined 5 words together. Yo, what's up, David?
David's here? Hey, David!
Yep. The suspense is killing me. Alright, so MDMA stands for methylidioxide methamphetamines.
Huh?
Methylidioxide methamphetamines.
A mouthful.
Yep, pseudo was close. Well, half close. But yeah, it's all one word if I'm not mistaken. The more you know, because knowledge is power.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, David, that fucking game you were playing earlier. Oof.
What was he playing?
I don't even remember the name of it. I don't want to know the name of it. It made Hello Charlotte look normal.
I don't think I've ever seen Hello Charlotte.
Oh, that's a great thing to not have seen, I guess, if that makes sense. What's up, DJ
DJ.
Smith?
Oh. What's going on, man? Because I know 2
Yeah.
GJs, so I got confused.
I was gonna say there's a DJ I know personally that none of you know, and I've known him for like 4 years.
Music done? Oh, shit, I guess it is. Let's do...
Ginga, yeah. See, I don't even know how to pronounce that, David, but it was messed up.
Oh, that one!
know it?
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that.
it's weird.
Fucked up.
It's really weird.
Fucked up. Don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, I remember watching. Who the hell was streaming it? I can't remember who.
David.
No, like this is
I
way
know.
before. But yeah, isn't it
But,
like
literally, when I pulled it on, he's at this vending machine, and apparently in the vending machine you could buy children, and I put that with air quotes because these children look like fetal dogs.
that's?
Yeah, that's a great way to start out a stream, right? Anyway. You ever not stream for so long you forget how to set everything up for a second?
Yep. Not gonna lie, I kind of had that issue today.
Well, I mean, you streamed just a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, but I was so sick, it was just like,
I know, but
I don't remember anything.
Baz was actually secretly drunk.
No.
Yeah, I'd know if you were drunk, trust me.
Dark would know because I would just start just rambling about nonsense.
That's a kind way of putting it.
You believe?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's so much stuff going on right now, and it's all political, so, you know, let's just not talk about it and say, well, it too shall pass.
Yeah, not here, please.
Holy shit, was that a Bible quote I accidentally just said?
Come on.
I think it was. Huh. Indeed.
My Photoshop dead. Yep, it's gonna take a minute. There it goes.
I think I ad-libbed it, though. I do, Drew. Well, Drew, everyone knows when you're drunk.
He says I appreciate y'all a lot.
He says that when he's sober, too.
Oh. I hear it more when he's been drinking. No offense, buddy.
I mean, yeah, he says it more, but he says that when he's sober, too, is what I'm saying. The thing about Drew is he loses his filter pretty quickly. As do most of us, but I don't know. He's Drew. You can't play Predator worth of shit, I'll tell you that much. Like, he's good, then he's not. There's no, like, spiral down. Now, yell at me if I'm wrong about that one, Drew. And again, with all the people, rage quit.
Shit. No, I pressed it. It's gonna take a minute. There it goes.
There's a. I hear you, Drew. I hear you on that, man.
Oh, finally got to playing mercenary mode on OG Resident Evil 3. Was wanting to get the freaking infinite ammo already.
It's Photoshop, David.
Come on. It's Photoshop, but it likes to freeze when... Especially if I'm streaming it, too.
How dare you? Speaking of which, I still got my Photoshop open. That's funny. Thank you. Reminded me to close it. How many of you use Photoshop out there in chat? Because a lot of people I know use GIMP because it's free.
Mm-hmm. There was actually a short animation that I saw where a guy is talking to a Photoshop Creative Suite logo, and they
What? Wait, what? Oh, a Photoshop what?
the Creative Suite logo, the Adobe Creative Suite logo.
I don't know what that is.
Looks like an A, and it has some writing on the bottom.
The Adobe A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they they personalize it to where it looks like a girl, and the guy's talking to it like they're breaking up. And he's like, he starts going off like pros and cons of Adobe, the Creative Suite, like the Premiere and things like that. And he's like, pro, Photoshop's pretty good. Cons, and then he started listing all the other programs aren't so great because they're either slow, they're choppy, and things like that. And he just starts laying into it, and at the end, and he's like, I didn't want to be the one to say this, but I'm downloading GIMP. And the Photoshop logo goes, it does that, and like she starts like beating the heck out of him. And he's like, yeah, breaking my stuff like he did with Flash, and just starts losing it. It was funny, and then like at the end, he's just like, "No, darling, please come back. I loved you the first time I saw you on LimeWire." And then like they start like it's kind of gross, but they start making out, and he looks back at the camera and he goes, "This is a very unhealthy relationship." I'm like, "Don't we know it?"
LimeWire. People actually use that.
Yeah, I remember back in the days of trying to download music.
That's scary.
That was a long time ago. I don't know if they're even still used now.
If they are, that's... I don't even know what to say to that.
Right?
David's a GIMP user. Okay.
Well, it's free, and it's
yeah.
it's not that different from Photoshop.
I've never used it. I've seen people use it. Fudge uses it. I know that much.
You?
What's a good word for it? Uncredibly biased. And that, not incredibly, uncredibility. Like, I have no credibility behind my bias against it. Because I've heard nothing but bad things of it.
Yeah, but the fact that it's free. I mean,
so is Microsoft Paint.
I mean, hey, if you can do some magic with some Microsoft Paint, I
used to rock Microsoft Paint.
I salute you to it. What's going on, little pup?
What's up, little pup? It works for my purposes. So yeah, I got you, man.
Yeah, if it gets what you need done, that's all you need.
Like I said, I have no credibility behind my bias.
Well, cause like with the only reason why that I didn't really use it is because there's like the UI change. Like I know where everything is on Photoshop. This is what I started out with, like back in art school and things like that. Otherwise, I would have.
Really? Art
Yeah.
school?
Art school, they had Photoshop. They
We
gave
had it in
us.
high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we did have it in high school, but the classes that only used it, I never took. Shockingly.
Literally, the only class that used it was Photoshop class. And I only took that class because I was forced to take an elective that was within the fine arts, as they called it.
Yep.
Photoshop's not a fine art. Just saying.
Yeah, but from what I remember was the class that I had, they didn't really have Photoshop. What they had was I think it's called InDesign. Also from Adobe, so you can make like posters and stuff in it. I remember
Adobe what?
InDesign, I think it was called.
No, never heard of it.
I could be wrong, but I remember it wasn't like the Photoshop I'm using right now. I think it was more like a film class than anything. But that's the only class that had the electives that I needed to graduate.
For college.
No, this is when I was in high school.
Oh.
Remember that program? Yeah. I just remembered a whole bunch of people would go into my class and just mess around on computers, either doing like short animations for graduation, or my teacher would use Photoshop to. He updated some old photo from that the principal had and wanted to use Photoshop to clean up some smudges and some weird stuff. It was like a black and white photo of his grandparents, and he wanted to be in color. So he asked
Sorry.
the teacher to help him out.
You talk about messing around with computers. I remember in accounting class, I got into the network via opening up the computer in DOS and granting myself administrative access to
I
my
remember.
account.
I remember in.
That was fun.
I remember
I
in high
didn't
school.
like that.
But yeah, I remember in high school we used a proxy server to get into MySpace,
Oh well.
so we can what is it? Bypass the school's.
Completely different, but yeah, a lot of kids did that in high school too. So, they did that with they did that in like grade school for so that they could play like the early. Was it grade school? No, it must have been high school to play the early Flash games.
Yeah.
When did Flash start? Shit.
2001, 2002 maybe.
Okay, so it might have been grade school then.
Because I remember using like playing those Flash games when I was like a freshman, so like 2004 maybe 2003.
Yeah.
Because that's like the times like E-Bombs World and all that stuff was out.
E-Bombs World.
Mhm.
Remember Miniclip?
Mini clip. Yeah.
How about addictinggames.com?
No.
Yeah, those were the major Flash games back then.
Talk about culture shock. High school was a fucked up place anyway. Oh man.
Yeah, Newgrounds.
I remember Newgrounds.
Everyone remembers Newgrounds. That's where Metal Gear Awesome came from.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ego Raptor.
What?
I said thank you, Ego Raptor.
Oh, all I heard was Raptor.
Oh,
Took me a minute.
I have to move my mic a bit.
It might just be Discord. I don't know. I got you muted pretty much.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, me and Grim talk about it all the time about how you used to pop in a floppy disk and go through the coding of DOS. CD dot dot CD dot dot all the way back into it goes to your C drive, but then you had to change your drive to whatever your floppy disk drive was. At the time, it was most likely D because most people didn't have multiple hard drives.
And
then you'd have to run or figure out the directory of the D drive and find the run file.
Remember the days of
Hey, there's Grim.
Oregon Trail?
Sorry. Oh yeah. Shit, that was made before you were born.
We still played it.
I didn't ask.
Yeah, I remember everybody in my class kept dying of dysentery.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this is like... We were thinking about it the other day with my roommates a long time ago. And we were talking about it, how maybe that's where...
die.
Yeah. But we were talking about it, how we would keep dying of dysentery in 7 Days to Die. And I was like, man, this is worse than Oregon Trail. Number Munchers. I remember Number Munchers.
I do not.
That was some fun stuff back then.
Just in chat, does everyone know what dysentery is? Just out of curiosity.
We're really gonna have this talk in my chat.
I didn't say to describe it, I was just asking if they knew what it was.
You don't play 7 Days to Die, you'll know.
No, don't Google it.
Yeah, don't Google it. Davey's like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Best not mentioned.
So I can't get my Streamlabs bot to work because I need to do a verification login code that's supposed to be sent into my email. And I'm not getting the emails.
Uh-oh.
So rip Streamlabs chatbot for Twitch right now.
Well, Grim's here, so you'll have somebody watching your chat.
That's not the point.
Oh, chatbot mostly does all the points, huh? That's right.
Mm-hmm. It'd be David. Yep. The old nope.
I am not.
You're not what?
Grim asked if I was on Mixer too.
No.
Unless he was talking to you, but he would already know that you're on. You have Mixer.
Why would he ask me? He's a mod and editor and always has me up every single time I stream.
Again, I don't know. Not looking that bad. I was talking to BAZ. Okay. Yeah, I figured.
Mm.
That's way too bright. Let's see. Would be a good color for this guy. What color should he be?
Well, you know what I'm gonna say.
Red?
No.
Somebody not dark.
Blood red.
Because I definitely
Yeah,
want
I
him to
got
have
you.
a light underbelly. But I want the top
Make
to
it
be
a lighter red.
No. I'm not doing red.
But
Or
red
orange.
crocodiles are badass.
It's not a crocodile.
I forgot it's a snake. All I saw was a face for a while.
Yeah, it is a snake.
Make him purple.
It's an eel.
Make him purple.
Purple?
When was the last time you saw a purple snake? Or blue. Something that isn't natural.
Right, which is why I'm trying to think of something.
Purple.
See, Hayes knew there was a snake and she just popped in. Also, hi Hayes.
Shut up. I wasn't paying attention and you were I looked over, you were zoomed in on the face. The face, if you just zoom in on the head, it looks like a crocodile head. Prove me wrong. Snakes don't have multiple teeth.
Right.
You get point.
They do.
Weird.
They just don't poke out.
Shut up.
Alright, so Grim says purple and green.
But snakes can be green. That's boring.
I'm wondering if I can make have it some sort
Pink,
of
I
a
don't know.
pink. That's
You
another
just
form
don't
of
like-
red.
No, I'm not donut.
It's a light red. Yeah, it's called pink. Alright, pick a color, Grim.
I did.
Not you.
Grim, say purple.
He said purple, but
And
he
hop
keeps
in chat.
changing it. He's like, I like purple and pink.
See? Hayes has spoken.
Purple and orange.
How about just purple?
Purple and orange just sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah. You don't see many snakes that look like that?
There's any purple snakes either.
Just a piss dark.
I don't know, just purple and orange to me seems like it would be a... I don't even know. Like, if you're making an alien creature or whatever you're going for here, I don't know. There's like things that even in other planets you just wouldn't expect to be natural.
Well, from what my teacher told me to help me make alien creatures and things like that is if you really want it to work out, don't make it something that's like so outlandish that, you know, it's like almost non-believable.
Which purple and orange sounds outlandish.
For a color, yeah. But he's like, try to utilize like different animal or references of animals that are on our planet. They try to put them together and see what works.
What, like Avatar?
Yeah.
And I don't mean the movie.
I mean the one that when I laugh, it sounds like I'm saying the thing's name.
The what?
And they're the hip hip. And I'm trying to
Yeah.
giggle.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. Well, in that, I'm not
Super
ashamed to
Stripes.
admit I watched that when it came out, but in that series, they didn't have any Earth animals. They had animals that were like two combined animals on Earth.
Yeah.
And it sounds like what your art teacher was saying. That's not creative. That's I don't know what the word would be for that. If anything, I'd look to prehistoric things for references.
But like dinosaurs and all that.
Dinosaurs.
I like dinosaurs.
Even like microbiology. They get some weird ass shapes there. They're disgusting most of the time, but
Like those water bears looking things.
what or what?
Water bears.
The fuck's a water bear?
It's an organism that they said that they found in like I forgot where it's from then. Was it from like Mars? Like they took a chunk from Mars and they found a little tiny microorganisms. Can't remember where I saw it.
Yeah, just Google it. They look like dust mites.
Yeah, tardigrade. Thank you, Hayes.
And they're all over Earth.
Yeah, they found some in different planets too.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know. There's plenty of micro organisms that can survive in space.
And this is Science Talk with Dark.
Well, it's true. They've collected asteroid samples that have various microorganisms on them that weren't originating from Earth. So technically, the concept of extraterrestrial life is true, but they were in such a form of stasis that they couldn't be revived. In most cases, I think all cases, I don't think we have a single case where, you know, because I don't know, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I remember seeing a thing that they encase themselves in this protective layer and go into basically a form of hibernation, and we don't know how to reverse that. That's how they survive the vacuum of space.
Can it have an orange eyebrow and red eye? What?
Eyebrow.
An orange eyebrow?
So he's a ginger.
Oh god.
What?
You know what, Grim? Sure.
You're just trying to piss me off.
Maybe.
You type brown again. Not brow. Also, get in check, Rib.
Yeah, but that means that you'll actually yell at him. He just likes pissing you off from afar.
A lot of people do. They can't handle the dark.
Yay.
I'm sorry, how many trolls do you get with me around?
Almost none.
Almost?
Yeah, none.
You calling me a bear? Now that's insulting.
Thanks, Grim. I was gonna say Bear Warren's not here.
So many things I could say.
Shut up.
I don't troll, Hayes. When do I troll?
Are you looking at my stream right now?
What?
I don't troll, and I just immediately looked up and went. We're not gonna talk about it. What's actually a turn of phrase, but if it insults you, then even better.
I don't troll.
Lies, hard lies.
Name one example.
You want me to do it on stream?
Sure.
I'd rather not.
Exactly.
Do it, please. No.
There's a difference between being an asshole who points out various things and being a troll for the sake of trolling.
You even said it. There's times where like I just want to be. I'm just a dick for just to be a dick.
Yeah, that's not a troll though.
You're an asshole, not a troll then. A's got it.
So you laugh, but what I take away from this is I wasn't wrong.
Hey.
I never said that, Grim. Also, Grim, hurry up. Where you at?
Not bad. That purple and orange actually pretty work. That actually looks pretty good.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
For a brick, he flew pretty good. What should his eye be?
Red. Grim already said.
Did he say red eye?
He did.
Yeah,
Actually,
he just said it.
upon that, I don't know. I'm thinking red actually wouldn't be appropriate. Honest to God, I'm thinking like a greenish.
Grim just said green. Green?
Oh no shit! Look at
Yeah.
that.
Green teeth? No, he's not gonna have green teeth.
Yeah, not green teeth. No.
Because this is potentially gonna be something for a project for later.
I mean, I'm basing my knowledge off of various creatures throughout Earth, but
Nope.
teeth are usually calcium based, obviously. So
Like an off-put yellow almost.
I mean, yeah, you could have them stained, but I'm thinking.
Because this thing is
Well,
big
I'm just
and
trying to
ancient.
think of what other forms of elements do animals utilize for attacking. When I said elements, I was thinking calcium. I was thinking teeth, claws, nails. But what other form of defenses are there out there? I mean, scorpions have their stingers, but they're translucent most of the time.
The only thing that I have enough for like defense would be like
These
displays and things like that.
It's not defense.
Are you talking about like actual means
I'm
of
talking
attacking?
about physical, yes.
Okay.
I.e., like I said, teeth, claws, stingers.
Doesn't the thorny devil like squirt blood out of its eyes?
I don't know what that is, and that sounds fucking metal.
I think it's the thorny devil in like some
What is that?
desert. It's a lizard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Black's boring.
So I'm getting a lot of green for its eye.
Yeah, but like not an army green, but like a lightish army green, like a neon army green, if that makes sense.
A neon army green?
So like it's bright, but it's still dark. I know that's like an oxymoron,
Right.
but kind of make it like a cat's eye, so to speak, so that the portions of it is like the outer portions are brighter and the inner portions are darker as it goes into the iris or whatever the equivalent is.
Right, I still have to make like the shading and all that stuff for its eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Grim just looked it up.
Yeah, that's totally metal. Why is your
My what?
cursor, pointer, I'm trying to think of the word, look like a poorly
That's the brush.
Yeah. Why does it look like someone was trying to use the loop tool and had a seizure?
It's not. It's the brush. It's because some brushes they have textures on them, and it helps with making certain designs. So like this one, I make it big enough. I can't really see that.
Yeah, like I said, looks like someone tried to use the loop tool and failed.
Yeah. But they all have their own different textures. Each brush has their own different texture. Unless you're getting something plain, like a regular circle or a shape, then it stays plain. But the brush tool that I have right now, great for making clouds on a snap, so I mean...
Okay.
Dark's like, I don't know Photoshop.
I don't use brush tools because I don't draw. I edit.
Yeah.
That's my extent of Photoshop.
It's like a poor
well,
drawing.
Forgive
in North
me,
America.
I also didn't go to art school, nor am I a drawer.
I like coloring.
And I see Hayes is in chat, but something must...
just...
There she is.
I was just waiting for you to be quiet.
Oh.
Finish what you're saying.
You could have...
We had your thing active, and I'm like, I don't hear nothing.
You could talk.
Finish your conversation.
You could talk, Hayes.
Didn't want to butt in.
But in what, our totally deep conversation?
Didn't want to interrupt the dark.
Yeah.
I can't even say the dark without feeling bad. Only Bobo gets the title. Literally. The title.
I haven't seen the Bobo for ages.
I talked to him a few days ago. Maybe a week.
I think last time we were on, he jumped in quickly.
Oh, calm down.
So you're here. Where's Grip?
Oh no. Come on, Grim. Where are you?
Me and him were supposed to stream soon.
Oh, sweet. What are you streaming?
Were you there for my Halo stream?
Can you stop freaking out?
I don't really remember. I got donated a few games. So,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play a few of those.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I don't know why it keeps being
They got remote play, so it should be fun. You gotta love remote play. It either works or it doesn't, but when it works, it's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but Grim, I planned on starting in 12 minutes. And I'm not even set up because you're not around. So, I guess I'll starting.
Starting.
setting up. I'm not even dressed.
Then go get dressed.
Tell me what to do. What about you, Hayes? What are you up to?
Not much at all. Just made coffee. I don't have much to do today, so. Finally, better.
Oh, you were sick too, girl?
Sick, girl? Yeah, I had a chest infection real bad.
Ooh, that's bad.
I'm waiting on a phone call today.
So, just out of the blue, or do you attest that from you being a smoker?
I think it's changed the season because I usually get one every winter. Once it
Okay.
goes from the hot weather to the cold weather.
Okay.
But yes, smoking definitely does not help.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I haven't been smoking very much at all the last week, that's for sure.
Because everything's still closed down with you guys?
No, they're just starting to open everything up, and we just had a huge outbreak in Melbourne again, down where Liam lives.
Yeah. Does he live in Melbourne? I thought he was just outside of it.
Yeah, he's outside, not actually in Melbourne, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that state, so.
Or to us Americans, Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne. To us, Melbourne.
America.
But it just a stupid idea to open it up now, right on winter when everyone's getting sick again.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you got winter now. So
Yeah.
weird. It's so weird. They have Christmas in summer, everyone. Think about it.
Well, they have Christmas in December like the rest of us. It's just hot over there.
I didn't say
hot.
they didn't have it in December now, did I?
Mm.
Stop being backwards. I haven't worn my red tie in a while. I'm gonna wear that.
Nice.
Because why not?
Because you can.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so I'm waiting on a phone call today to see if I get an extra 3 kids to look after.
You what?
What?
I thought that'd get you.
Hold up. To anybody who doesn't know, she already has a house full of kids.
Yeah. Yeah, my
3 more.
sister's 3.
Hire a babysitter.
Well, mine are starting to get older now, so it's not so hard.
Some of them,
I've got 2 little ones. I
yeah,
only really got the 2 little ones, and then, yeah.
and
if I
they're a
have my sister's
mouthful from
3
what I hear.
Oh, yes, they are. The others are all older now, so.
Still.
But yeah, I'd rather them go to family than to someone else, so I'll take them any day.
What's up, Grim?
Not much. Yeah, I'd be putting them all to work.
Hey,
That's
Grim.
a lot of damn kids.
Hey, turn off your mic a bit, will you?
Half of them are teenagers. You try getting them to do anything.
Well, cattle prods work.
Yeah, I need to get some.
Oh my
Surprised
god,
you
we're
don't
not
have
talking
one.
about this in my stream, guys.
You see, it's funny because Baz thinks I'm serious. I mean, which I am, but that's beside the point.
Alright, I also turned you up too a little bit, Grim.
Yeah, you gotta adjust some stuff, man.
Say something, man.
Yeah, I just don't
There
want
you
to
go.
mess with my mixer, so I'm in the Discord ones.
Maybe just move your mic closer, or is it all good on?
It's right at my face.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, if I go any closer, I'm gonna be making out with my
Eating
mic.
the mic.
Yeah.
You already eat everything else.
Well, yeah, but that's an expensive meal.
Very.
Hey,
And it might not be good on the digestive.
yeah, we don't. Yeah, we'll worry about that later.
No, I'm kind of like a goat. I can digest anything. It just takes a little time.
There's the
Might
guy
be a
with a
little
lot
painful.
of heartburn. I'm just messing.
I used to have an iron stomach.
Oh,
How's that, by the way?
I still do with food. But when you drink a lot, you know.
Yeah, my oldest stepson, I swear he's got an iron belly. He can
Yeah,
eat
it
anything.
fades.
Well, I mean, you know what I had for a great snack last night? And I was telling Baz, and Grim, you might have saw the pictures. I had balsamic bruschetta tartare. So it was
Okay.
bruschetta with raw beef.
Oh, like steak tartare or
That's-
shit. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Fucking heartburn just waiting to happen.
Didn't
Pyramid
bother
Head.
me awake.
Hello, welcome.
They're good, like steak tartare.
Speaking of
Greetings,
Pyramid Head, I'm gonna
programs.
play Silent Hill after this, so if you wanna come back later on and watch that, you're more than welcome to.
Wait, greetings programs. What's that from? That sounds really familiar. Like it's from a movie or something.
Zach also says greetings, pilgrims, sometimes.
Not pilgrims programs.
Oh, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Learn to read.
Layers.
Layers. Bastian.
Bastian.
What's good, Bo?
Bastian's here. Layers. Oh my god.
Layers of fear.
I should play that, from what I hear.
It is an amazing game. Don't bother with the second.
That's what I've heard too.
It was.
Because I also watched you play it on during a stream one time. Didn't
Two?
look too great. Yeah, too.
Well, they. Excuse me. I'm adjusting my AC.
I was making sure
took
my
a-
music's still going.
They took a concept which the original was all about painting and portraits,
Right.
and still imagery is the main concept. I don't know how much of the game you've actually witnessed. And they tried to expand on it in the second one and evolve, like to being a more advanced version. So what they did is they took the same elements that they had with still imagery and portraits and changed it into film. But they did it horribly.
And it looked alright. The game looked alright.
Oh,
I
it
never
looked
played it,
great. Wasn't
but
great.
it looked very similar to the first one. Like it looked like they used
Not
the
even a little bit.
assets.
Not even a little bit, if you ask
I
me.
didn't play the first one, and everyone raved over it, saying it was awesome.
Oh, the first one is brilliant. It is a must when it comes to horror games, if you ask me.
So I, yeah,
Even
so I
if-
thought I'd wait for the second one and play that, but then everyone said the second one sucks, so I haven't
Yeah.
played either yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of words to articulate my meanings, but more or less, the first one it's got a few jump scares, but it's got more of, not so much jump scares, but elements where, like, all of a sudden you look this certain direction, you're like, oh shit, kind of scares. And that's why I appreciated it so much. Because they weren't really like jump scares, but they were at the same time, if that makes sense. They weren't in your face, you have to discover them as they happened.
Yeah, they're more psychological kind of.
Yeah,
Background.
and as you all know, psychological horror is definitely my favorite.
That's really the only one that will get me.
Same. I mean,
The rest
unless
of
I've
it's
had
just
lots of
kinda
coffee
cheesy,
and it's
right?
really loud. It's the only time.
Yeah, well, that's more like a jump because of the loudness, not
Oh,
because of the actual.
98 times out of 10,
Scared.
I only jump because of the volume.
Right. That's looking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does.
it
Yeah.
is.
Looks fantastic.
Thanks.
I love the eye. It just really stands out.
Alright.
Dang it, Vile. Are you in here?
Hey,
Thank you,
Andrew.
Vile.
Haven't seen one.
What'd he do?
He gave me a game.
I knew he would.
Bound by Flame.
Nice.
Bound by flame.
Ooh. Never think I've heard of it.
It's heavily
either.
underrated. I have to check it out.
For PS4 as well.
Fantasy themed action role playing
I am everywhere. I knew you were in here, dude.
game.
Just gotta give it a second for it to be put in a library. Close window. It's my Steam. There it is.
It's
Puts
got
the player in the role of a victim of demonic possession, where it is necessary to choose between the evil powers that are offered or rejecting them in favor of developing heroic talents.
it's a hack and slash.
Ooh, I like hack and slash.
It's like hack and slash meets RPG.
Sounds interesting.
That does sound
A lot
interesting.
of Dark Souls vibes, but doesn't look nearly as difficult.
I have to check that out.
Trying to think of a good way to.
He said the game is good, but the acting is questionable.
Yeah,
I
a lot of
mean-
things are like that.
You have
Well,
seen
know,
the
we're
voice
kinda used to
acting.
that.
You have seen the voice acting for Resident Evil 1, right?
We don't talk about that.
That's questionable.
Or Henry Bishop.
No,
Oh
Henry
my
Bishop's
God.
Still the worst one I've seen to date.
That is the worst. And I played a game where you literally start out as a guy drunk,
Give my
Oh
shoulder.
my
stumbling
God.
stumbling
I
left and
remember
right, and all of
that.
a sudden a pit stream just comes out of nowhere.
I remember
That
that.
game was better than Henry Bishop when it came to voice acting. I don't even remember what that game was about. It was bad.
It was considered a horror. It was on Indie Horror Night.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be a horror. I forgot about that. And it wasn't. It was just this drunk guy who woke up in the rain trying to look for his bag.
Which
And
I
then,
thought was hilarious, by the way.
yeah, that was it. I couldn't get past any of that, but yeah. What's up, Vile?
Also, Air is
AER. I don't think it's supposed to be pronounced.
whatever it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be free on Epic on June 25th.
Which
Nice.
I highly recommend everyone here play. I play a little bit of it on stream, but I was drinking and I couldn't navigate, so I called it. I did watch Static Joker play it multiple times on stream, and beautiful game. Beautiful, beautiful game.
Yeah, I remember seeing a little bit of Sadik playing it. I actually got mad. He was playing a.
David, like your phone? Oh God.
I remember Sadik was trying to play Last of Us 2. And there's only like 2 people in there, and I was just like,
Because
What the
everyone
hell?
else and their mother's streaming it. That's why.
I was watching you play Sadic, but I was lurking.
well, the thing is that I was lurking too.
Sudadek was watching. Because he was in the chat, and I seen he was, chatting, so I didn't bother chatting, but I was there.
But the thing was, like, I saw him, and what I did see was that he only posted, I think, in Grimm's self-promote. And I was like, what the hell? So I started promoting him in everything that I knew. I'm just like, I'm getting you some traction, boy. Because,
I
dear
didn't get the
God.
notification that he was streaming or anything. I was just, on YouTube, and I seen it come up that he was on. And I'm like, oh, okay, see what that's.
Who else is in on the chat? We got Grim and we got Hayes. Are you Grim on my Discord?
I know.
Yeah, you're Grim. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't
He's
sure.
always grim.
I
The-
know.
The giggly chick you hear in the background, that's Hayes.
Giggle's apartment.
Yep. And you know Grim.
And then there's Grim.
It just grip. Yeah.
Just Grim.
And then there's that.
Don't worry about that guy.
And then there's that short hobbit that eats too much.
Hey,
It's not too much.
Nothing-
You guys don't eat enough.
nothing wrong with a man
Yeah,
that likes
say something
11Zs.
similar.
11Z's. Second breakfast.
Second breakfast.
Third dinner.
Wow. Brunch, lunch, lupper, supper, dinner,
Snack,
late
afternoon tea.
snack,
Second snack,
midnight
third
snack.
fourth
Okay,
snack.
midnight snack. I have to admit, I've done that many times.
Oh, my
But that's
kids are
just
so
because I
into
finish my
midnight snack.
meal, and then after, like, because I usually only eat like once a day. I finish my meal, and then once I get past the part of like, why did I eat so much? I'm hungry again.
She's a girl. She's a mom too. She has like 8 kids. And she's about to have 3 more.
Alright, well.
Well, hold up, Baz. That makes it sound like she has triplets. Don't say that.
Oh yeah.
I think she's had enough at this point.
No more kids for me, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Shut up, Bastion. That wasn't at midnight, and that was because you assholes decided to donate.
Who was the last one that
Oh,
donated? That was Levi, wasn't it?
The Irene, yeah,
Yeah.
Me
that
and
was-
Levi.
yeah, but
And
I
he
was
couldn't
done.
do Levi because he was already puking.
I was already puking when Levi. No, I did the
Well,
thing,
you were
Yeah,
ready to
I know.
puke, yeah.
and I was ready to puke. Levi started donating again, and I said, "Fuck you! I'm reimbursing you.
Yeah,
There's no way I'm doing more."
it ended the stream. Mine did. That was kinda
Pretty much,
my
which
bad.
was kind of no, it was perfect timing. But
Should have done vodka and hot sauce shots.
why?
Because you can.
Why don't I just go ahead and drink bleach?
Well, I mean,
That's
vodka and
not
hot sauce is like halfway there to a Canadian Caesar.
No,
Bit
it's
of
not.
tomato.
And
Oh, it's
Caesar
fine,
is
dude.
not a
Like here.
exclusive to Canadian. Nice try.
No, but
'Cause
the
I love
way
that.
Canadians make them are slightly different. So I hear.
I've never heard that, but
That's
They
what
probably make it. they
Silent
probably make
Drifter-
it very similar to me then.
Most
Silent
likely.
Drifter said the same thing. That they do make it differently.
Thank
Really?
you. I'm
Yeah.
not the only one that thinks this. Good.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's,
like
what?
Caesars.
Tomato
I like-
juice, Worcestershire sauce.
Yep.
Hot sauce.
surprised
or
you were able to
Tabasco
say that.
sauce. I am
Tabasco.
too, actually.
Tabasco, if you can get it.
Tabasco.
If not, Frank's is a
Tabasco,
good
Yeah.
celery
substitute.
Celery salt.
I see. I don't like
And-
celery salt because the tomato juice. Because I always use spicy V8 or regular V8.
Yep.
That has enough salt
Yep.
in it to kill a horse.
And then the Clamato Rimmer is what you can buy it as an actual spice for.
Yeah. Well,
Caesar.
I also use Clamato if I get the chance.
Yeah.
I think that's what actually
this is
defines the
just-
difference between a Bloody Mary and a Caesar is
Yeah.
Clamato juice.
I thought a Bloody Mary was a virgin Caesar.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh.
Actually,
not
now that I
virgin,
think about it, I
definitely.
have to re-say everything I just said. A Caesar, actually, in America, is Clamato juice. A Bloody Mary is just straight up
Tomato.
V8 type juice,
Yeah.
no clam broth. That is the difference in America.
Yeah, the day I learned
When they
that
make it spicy or
Clamato
not
had
is different.
clams and clam broth in it was not a good day. Not
See,
a good
I
day.
never understood that. See,
Never tried tomato.
if it is good tasting, why not continue it?
because there was a half a clam in it. As I was drinking out of the bottle, I got a chunk of clam.
Oh no, that would feel like
And
don't
I
then you
already
say-
don't
too-
like seafood, and I didn't
Then you
know it was
fucking
actually clam in it.
sue Clamato because I've never had that happen to me, and I've been drinking that shit for years.
Well, I
And
was
I'm
like,
not talking
12.
about. I'm not talking about like what do you call it?
I would feel like you swallowed a big goober.
Yeah,
it
you
was
probably.
nasty.
Probably.
was
So
like a little hunk of
gross.
rubber.
Damn it, Ace.
I don't even know what to say, but yeah, no, that is definitely abnormal.
Oh, I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm saying the day I learned the hard way is the last time I drank the shit.
Should have rang up and complained. You might have got a case for free.
Like,
Yeah, back
Trying
then
to-
I wasn't really big on complaining because it was a little bit harder, right? You have to like write the letter and send the
Write the letter.
product and all that shit.
I've done-
Now I can do it all online and it's quick and simple and easy to
Or
get my
spend-
way.
spent a half hour with what's her name on Amazon.
Oh, I spent 4 hours in total on the horn with Amazon, so to speak, like consecutive in
Oh,
one
yeah.
sitting.
I know you said horn. I heard porn.
I knew you were gonna say that too.
On the line.
Better.
Let's change my wording. It didn't even cross my mind.
Drink. Well, or else. God damn, David. Wait, is the kappa emoji the frog?
Oh, that's the
Oh.
guy's face, I think.
The guy's face. Wow, that's descriptive.
On Twitch, there's
Okay,
a
that
guy that's
Kappa
just
is-
like a very just like he's not the laughing one. Or you can post it, Hayes. You're in my Discord or just
Yeah, there, it's on Twitch now.
there you go.
Twitch. Yeah, I never understood what the hell that meant.
Me either.
I don't know.
I
Right.
know what it is, but I don't know what it is. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it means nothing to me.
You didn't burn a hole in your pocket. Oh, still, good on you, Vile. You're a good man.
Alright, it says here, Kappa
Assume-
is the black and white emoticon of a slightly smirking man bubbled up from the depths. Either way, Kappa is easy to understand. It just indicates sarcasm, irony, or a joke.
Well, clearly it's
Alright.
not that easy to
I didn't
understand.
know that.
There were 3 people here that didn't know it.
All right. The other day I learned, and I have actually since forget. What does the 100 with the underline mean again?
100%?
No, that's what I thought. What does that mean, chat? It means something else.
Jack, what does it mean?
Yeah, Jack would know. He's all up to date in the hip kid stuff.
Yeah, I'm
He
too old
is.
for this shit. I don't know any of it. I'm the
it's
grandpa.
sad.
I don't know any of it.
You know what's
Here,
funny,
it
Grim?
says,
On
also
Friday,
known as-
Grim, on Friday, I went to my cousin's house, like I said,
Yeah.
and we were playing Whiplash, just amongst quote unquote family. But most of the family wasn't family; it was friends of my other cousin, who's a lot younger, and
Yeah.
I'm talking teenagers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we all play Quiplash, and throughout the entire game, me and my cousin Mongoose are looking at each other like, I guess
What
we're
does this
getting
mean?
too old.
They all have their answers and they know
Yeah,
what
they're
we're
all
talking
making
about.
like, random
It is
comments.
100
Like,
emoji.
why are we losing right now? I don't get it.
Are we not smart?
just-
What the fuck?
Shorthand for
No, we're
100%,
looking at each other. Like, all right, what's up, Hayes? Sorry.
shorthand for 100% apparently, or with the usage meaning keep it real or a similar sentiment.
How
Why?
does that mean? Keep it real. Where did
Why?
that... You can't just put numbers down on a line under it and say, this is what this means.
Like,
I'm
420
changing
has
it.
I get that.
Shorthand.
69 has a connotation. I get that. 100? What the fuck?
I guess
No
you know,
sense.
top marks.
I'm sorry, kids, but
Perfect
none of you
score.
make any sense anymore. I don't care.
You're teaching us old people some new things, aren't you? Making
Don't
us
even-
learn.
Don't even get me started with the whole woke stuff. Ugh.
Well, if we still have to look things up, it's just good. It means we don't know everything.
Yeah, but the difference between us at our age and them at theirs is that we're willing to admit when we don't know something instead of fighting bloody murder on knowing something that you don't.
That's why I love. Not trying to-
16, that's wrong. I would have thought bloody murder too.
I'm not trying to promote it as a stream, but you know, my buddy Weapon. Every time he streams,
Tell me,
I love it because I can make like a 1980s reference of some obscure movie that no one else has heard of except for people our age, and he'll get the reference. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Same
you
goes
and I
with
do
you.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? At 16, I knew everything. I must have forgot it real quick because I don't know half the shit I used to know, apparently.
I mean,
babies are the same.
I had a very different experience
we're-
at teenage
we're all-
age. You know,
To a point where we think we know it, but we know better than our parents know. So
oh, that's absolutely.
you know,
true.
fuck everybody else, and we're just gonna do it our way because,
That's right.
well, that's life. And that's what we do.
No, it's funny because my dad used to tell me, hurry up and move out now while you still know everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it until about 10 years ago.
I was gonna say, like, what age do you realize does that like start to die out? Because they say the human brain continues to develop until you're roughly 25. But at what age do you just all of a sudden does life really start to hit the fan, so to speak? You know what I mean? I think it's different for everyone. But
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
how to
like
really gauge that.
24.
Yeah, I think I peaked around 23 or 24, and then
Yeah.
after that, it's all been downhill. But I'd like to give the rest of humanity hope, but they're getting softer, so I imagine they probably won't.
But then again, you know, we also grew up in various situations where, like, what do you mean soft? Just fucking do it.
Yeah, there was no soft. There were no safety regulations. There was no, you know, laws
All right,
about
Dark.
seatbelt.
I need you. I remember I was 13, and I was working for this guy who was having me do landscaping. So he hands me a pole saw, one of those chainsaws on a pole, and I mean it was homemade chainsaw on a pole. It was a gas chainsaw on a pole that he made, and then he had me stand up on the top of the cabin of a pickup truck because that's how I got the extra reach to cut down hedges. It's like, you got this. Just watch out for the thorns.
And nobody even bats an eye at the fact
No,
of you
I was
doing
doing that on a highway. Like, are you kidding me?
Stop traffic. No one cared.
It's like old toys, though. They made them small and sharp, and they were metal and lead and everything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if that
The
doesn't
kids-
kill you, it was all lead paint.
But the kids that got hurt by that shit were the stupid ones that shouldn't have fucking made it past anyway. It's called survival of the fittest.
No,
If
it's
you
called
fucking
Darwin.
continue to turn things into sponges, then
And then you got those
You
other
know?
kids that would try to put shit in their mouths. Like, I would sit there and watch, and I'd just look at them and be like, the heck are you doing?
it builds immunity.
I didn't know
Oh,
this.
it does-
Like, apparently I had a problem with shit in my mouth.
From glue to paper to. Oh,
God, Dark, you completely cut out there.
Oh, I did? My bad.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't know this, but apparently I had a problem with putting things, like, in my mouth up until I was, like, 5. Like, every toy, everything.
well, I think most kids up until about 4 or 5 do, because it's
Well,
a sensory thing. That's how they feel different textures and objects and stuff. That's how they develop.
Exploration
But
and
once
learning.
you start after 5, you know, like when you go to school, put the paint in your mouth, or the glue, or the pens, or the paper.
Oh,
Dear
man.
God.
There was this chick, and I shit you not, up until high school, sucked her thumb.
Yeah, my
What?
cousin was like that
I
till
went to
about
see
grade
you.
8, I think.
In her mouth.
Yeah, my cousin would suck his thumb until he was about 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Friend
It
at
was
school, she
odd.
It's a
sucked her
nervous habit. I understand that, but come on.
until she was in high school, but she had real bad problems with her teeth. So her teeth never really grew very big. She had the tiniest little teeth. They were really cute, but tiny teeth.
I love how you're trying to compliment her amidst insult.
Yeah. Well, it was, but it was very unusual. Like, especially, once we're all in high school and that, and she'd smile. She had the tiniest teeth. I'm not saying that's from sucking her thumb or anything. I'm just saying.
It was just.
Or not.
It kind of sounds like that one guy from Stranger Things. Like, he had some sort of thing where he
the-
would look like a baby most of...
Cleft palate and all that shit.
Yeah. Like, he
He's
legit had a
durable,
baby
dude.
face, and that's how he was born, and he just kept looking like it, and it's just like, oh, shit.
But he actually got surgery on that and got it all fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What time is it? It is getting late.
Only 10:30.
Now, 8:18 p.m. here.
Yeah, sitting here.
And I wanted to stream myself, but somebody's hogging up my streaming channel.
I mean, I can
Okay.
leave.
I'm kind of enjoying this. This is just kind of like our podcast, but with BAZ drawing at the same time. I'm enjoying this. I think I'm enjoying this more than I would the game, to be perfectly honest with you.
I know, but I wanted to stream, damn it.
I think in the way that Dark's saying, he's like, I'm joking, I'm kind of enjoying this too, but god damn it, girl.
Yeah.
You
I
can
haven't
have tomorrow
streamed
night.
in over a week, so.
Hmm?
I haven't streamed in over a week. That's why I wanted.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I haven't in a couple weeks, few weeks.
You've been doing your videos, though.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of them. I've got to record the last of it tomorrow.
Oh, you're finally at the end?
Yeah, well, the end of Mortal Kombat 11. I haven't touched Aftermath, but it's like 13 to 18 or something like that, or 13 to 20. I don't know.
Gotcha.
A few more chapters is all it is. A different ending or something, I think.
The goober baby. I love how no one's been reading chat.
Oh,
I did,
shit,
but I
yeah.
didn't know.
I've honestly just been walking around my little room here.
The goober baby instead of the Gerber baby.
I think you meant.
Oh, Gerber baby, I care.
Agreed, Gilly man. The drawing is relaxing along with chilling with you guys. Awesome. Thanks, man. And BAZ is one hell of an artist, so
Thanks,
it's
guys.
fun just watching someone who can actually draw doing it. It's fantastic. I can't even draw a stick person. I'm not even kidding.
Mediocre at best.
Draw a stick person, and that is the scope of my artistic ability.
The head's never even round though when I draw them, so it's that I can't even. Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know what it is, but come on. I just practice, that's all I do.
The only reason I can draw a stick man is when I use that, that dot generator program to make
Yeah.
you-
Yeah, it makes the round thing for you. If I don't have to physically draw the circle, we're good.
What you're saying, Grim,
Yeah, I
is
got you,
you're,
Val.
you're good at drawing if you don't have to actually draw.
Yeah, now you get it.
Got it.
Hey, I
mean,
think I'm learning pretty good at Photoshop for learning it all by myself.
You got two people who are incredible at Photoshop that you can go to.
I know, but you know me, I like to just kind of do things myself. I don't ask for help.
Anything about that?
Exactly.
Who's calling who a stubborn asshole?
You suck.
I believe he's referencing me towards him, saying we're both stubborn assholes.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm awesome. Fuck you otherwise. There, I win. Wait, what? I'm the least stubborn.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Baz, Vile wants to know if you freelance like comic book writers or anything like that.
I do things on the side. I do commissions, but I am taking a wee bit of a break only because I'm working on a giant project. I'm trying to get the people that I did promise art to. I want to get them finished before I start getting more stuff done, and I do want to get this project done as well. So it's gonna be a bit.
But the answer is yes.
Yes. That was a lot longer of an answer.
Yes, but don't ask.
Wrong answer.
But I mean, it was well justified because, yeah, you do, but you're busy.
Yeah.
Don't
Which
go
is a
asking
good
for
thing.
anything.
Yeah,
Not
does,
yet.
but just
It's like you can ask, but just get in queue and be ready to wait. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We're up to 600.
Well, the thing is, like, it kind of is. I kind of have a queue waiting up for me when I start again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
fair enough.
yeah.
Only one person. You don't do so much at one time.
He says, "Gotcha, trying to tie up loose ends with promises, etc."
Yeah.
Example, Basbro.
Basically, I want to be able to make sure I get everybody else done, be able to work on the project that I've been trying to create and everything along with some help. So, yeah. Exactly.
I do love is that if I ask for a thumbnail real quick, she'll whip me up one.
If you're gonna ask for one for me now, it's gonna be a bit.
I know. I'm just...
Snake. There you go.
But getting back to my thumbnail, I thought I did a pretty decent job for clipping my head in there like that.
It just. That's how it looked to me. It was just.
Well, that was kind of supposed to be the point. Is this, angry but dumb angry? So
Okay.
it's kind of comical.
Okay. Because I saw that and I was just like, I don't get it.
It wasn't supposed to be anything like in general. It was just supposed to be kind of a funny look on my
You know what it
face,
looks
like I'm taking a dump.
No. You look like you got a whole load of dip in your lower lip, and
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, I
look
can see
like-
that.
a good old Southern boy about to spit a large one out and just
Oh.
down his property that ain't supposed to be there.
Oh, I
It's
hate.
funny
supposed to have
because I have to.
Get out of your mouth, but you photoshopped it out.
I hate the thought of dip. I really do.
Oh, I used to dip. I actually don't mind it.
Things
Nothing
ain't
wrong
for
Well, it was great for high school, right? Because when I smoked and I couldn't sneak out, I could at least have a dip in class. The teachers were actually pretty cool about it as long as I wasn't spitting on the floor.
all right.
Oh,
So, my brother, first day, freshman year, gets on the bus.
chills.
Across from him is a senior. Don't know the kid's name, doesn't really matter, don't know anything about him. And he had dip. And he was spitting in a water bottle, right? About 3/4 of the way there, I think they were actually pulling into high school. My brother's like, dude, that's fucking disgusting. Can you please get rid of that? He says, yeah, sure, 1 second. Drinks the whole water bottle.
Oh,
Ugh.
I almost gagged there.
I
Yeah.
did.
Oh, I just
Wow.
flipped out. Hi, heart.
Hey, hurt piece.
Sweet dreams, everyone.
Sorry, I'm trying not to vomit.
That will give me nightmares.
Oh, ugh.
I will never
Gag.
forget that story because I could have sworn he was lying to me, and he swore
I'm
on
so
his.
glad I was.
Everybody's like, ew.
Everybody. Yep. The emojis say it all.
It was bad. What's up, Hart?
Oh.
Enough just for me to imagine chewing on the stuff. Like, I can't stand the smell of it or anything. So,
Well,
just
Well, you don't actually chew it, to be fair.
Ugh.
like I've never had real snuff either, so the thought of that.
had
seems-
head sort of stuff. So no.
I don't know if I can continue streaming. I'm about to
Right,
gag.
Take your time.
Dear God. Oh. Because Warren's sister, I don't know if she still does anymore, but she always dipped and she always had that stupid thing. If I
Okay,
was in the same
okay.
car with her,
hold on. No woman in history of ever should ever use dip. Just saying.
I
That is
agree with
without
that.
a doubt a man thing.
I love her to death, but I honestly thought she was doing it to impress dudes.
Well, that just straight up says I also have a tramp stamp.
I have to look at
And
her.
armpit hair.
I'd have to look at her lower back to see if she has one. I'm not sure if she does.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably got a hairy chest, too.
No, she
yeah,
doesn't.
right.
She doesn't.
Sorry, I had
Yeah, how
to.
come you know that, but not if she has a tramp stamp? That's weird. Just
I
saying.
just looked up what dipping tobacco, and the first video that's up here says her first time dipping tobacco, and she puked,
Weird.
and he's laughing his guts out. Like, ew, let's just cry. I don't want to see that.
Your grandma's wrong, Drew.
Since she was 13. It put hair in the chest.
Definitely not for women. Maybe if you're living in a cold climate.
No. I just did, Drew.
No, don't tell her.
Don't tell her face, or you wouldn't. She'll put you over on me. Thank you. Grandma's no best.
Our grandma didn't give a shit out of the way. She. I know Dark's gonna get pissed at this too. My grandma used to drink her beer with ice.
It's disgusting.
I know.
I'm the only one who get pissed with that.
No, I get a little bit irked by that one, and I don't even drink anymore.
Actually enjoys beer, isn't a frat boy, would get irked by that.
If anything, maybe in the pint you add a little bit of salt, but that's about as far as I've gone with.
I just thought it was hilarious.
It depends on the beer.
No.
Well, you clearly haven't had OV Canadian beer.
I don't know what OV Canadian beer, but if it's that
Well,
terrible,
it's a Canadian beer, but it's called OV, and it is very, very strong, bitter,
then you
hoppy
should
kind
be
of
drinking
flavored
it
beer.
in the first place.
Well, Dad used to buy it, and I would steal it from him when I was like 13.
That's a personal problem.
It had to add salt to it. It tasted like shit.
You're also the guy who puts salt in his coffee.
Huh?
Only in the grounds when I'm making it that way.
Which is also wrong.
No, it's not. It takes the bitter out.
Oh, was it?
It does,
Never
and it's
tried
not
that.
a lot. It's a little pinch.
You know what? Go back to your Tim Hortons.
Ugh.
Agreed with them.
Well, then you go have your Baskin, or what is it? Dunkin' Donuts.
Right, because you're talking to Dark, the guy who loves the. You know what? I don't even want to finish that sentence in case someone wants to clip that and misuse it.
Damn.
I think it was on the
I was waiting.
Well, because, like, I've heard of salt on oranges, too, and I thought that was weird when I was a kid.
Salt on
my
tomato.
mum.
My
My
mom
mum
loves
growing
that.
up would have sliced oranges with loads of salt on them.
Yeah.
Oranges?
I
Mm.
never heard that.
Yep.
Oh.
But
She
I
cut
heard sugar
Oranges
on
and then
an orange.
salt all over the top
Like-
and then sit there and mung out on them.
My mom thought it was, like, the greatest thing ever, but she also put salt on tomatoes, too, and she would eat the tomato like an apple. She loved
Yep.
doing that.
Dad showed us that. You cut a cross in it and you roll it around in coarse salt.
She wouldn't roll it
and you eat
around.
like
She
an
just
apple.
took, like, a little pinch of table salt, and she would sprinkle it on top.
Oh no, this would be like encrusted in salt, and then you eat it like an apple.
Not a fucking margarita.
I don't know.
My
It was
mum
good.
would- Same with
I think
apples.
you guys just have an unhealthy addiction to salt.
Wow, that's possible.
Mom did.
but still,
Okay, did your mom smoke, Baz?
Yep.
Grim smokes. Hayes smokes.
Oh, my dad smoked more than I do, which is pretty bad.
Have
to
you ever
say.
noticed that it's only smokers that put too much salt on everything?
Warren doesn't
And
smoke, and he
taste
loves salt.
Okay, I didn't ask.
My roommate doesn't smoke and he loves salt.
Having worked in the restaurant business, you can always tell a smoker by how much salt they put on something.
I'm
Trust
not gonna argue that though,
My
because that
partner's
is
a
me. I
fairly
think literally
accurate.
can't taste anything else. They've gone numb from the use of tobacco.
Yeah, I can't. My
I can
sense of
attest to
taste
that
has
being
gone
a-
to shit.
Having smoked for so many years.
A lot of smokers don't have very many taste buds left either. remember?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
All they can fucking taste is hot sauce and salt.
Plus,
which
I eat so
ironically, hot
much.
sauce has salt in it.
Yeah. Well, I eat so much, I probably burn all my taste buds off like sandpaper.
Salt and lemons during.
I might not
Oh yeah,
smoke.
salt and limes when you're drinking tequila.
My taste buds are-
Okay, can we just throw this out there too? Who's the asshole who invented body shots?
Frat boys.
Yeah, once again, we go back to the douchebag frat boys. Like the worst thing to happen to college since the toga parties.
Toga.
No, we don't over here in Australia. We don't have the same like college.
Rituals. Yeah, we don't
don't
have that either, really.
Yeah, you know, that sort of
Same, David.
infatuation.
Same.
with one another, like these.
Yeah, it's more an American thing, I think.
Yeah.
On cucumbers too.
I
I've heard
mean-
of that too, Drew.
Our college kids here party fairly hard, but it's not like your typical, stereotypical American frat boy kind of deal.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Not saying our college students here don't party or anything, but it's just not that level.
So Grim, what do you say? A half hour? Because I'm already dressed and ready to go. I still want to stream.
Yeah, we can go for a bit.
In a half hour, I said.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I even made coffee and all that. I just wanted to see if you're still down. Chips and fries, yeah. Well,
I still have that chicken salt.
that shit is gone. That was delicious.
I use it, but I don't use it often.
Just like the Vegemite.
Chicken salt?
I still got my chicken salt. That's what one of the things that he sent us.
The closest thing I can equate it to is literally the flavoring packet of a chicken flavored ramen.
Oh, interesting.
But it's in its own special container.
Well, it's very common here. We always have, like, if you go to a fish and chip shop, they'll always ask you if you want regular salt or chicken salt.
Oh, that would be good on fish and chips.
Oh, absolutely, it was.
Oh,
Awesome.
Trust me, it was.
So,
yeah.
yeah, really good.
Little pup, you don't have to do that. But the mug club is growing. I gave my own mug to my brother. Not trying to self-promote, but fuck you guys. I also gave him the t-shirt too, because it actually kind of fits him. So he's going to be promoting people who have no idea who I am. Hooray!
Perfect.
It was
No
a joke.
idea what he was doing in
I know
the
it
video,
was.
but I watched it.
Any kind of
I have no-
advertisement's good advertisement.
That is a damn lie. That's like the people who say any publicity is good publicity. No.
Depends
Dark,
what
wait until them
industry you're
chains.
in.
Dim chains.
Yeah, we needed them chains. What file? Oh, fuck you, Vile. Now I see it.
What?
Really?
Vodka shots.
Vodka shots. What?
Watermelon and peach body shots.
Man, that's gonna be
Vodka.
happening.
Wait, what I miss? Oh,
I just erased it like
Catch
screw
my-
it.
shit, now I see that, but I was talking about the most No, that's not what I see, Baz. You shouldn't have erased that.
No, it was from Vile.
I know, you shouldn't erase that. That's not the phallic symbol that he's talking about.
Oh.
Look at the jawline.
What'd you take? I like that.
I don't see it.
Get rid of the nose and the eyes.
Still don't.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I don't see what we're talking about either.
So you know how the tip of the head starts going down?
I know what he's
Evening out.
Oh,
Continue.
now I see it. Never mind.
It's a straight up phallic symbol.
I wasn't even looking through. It's just like, it's a
I
snake.
didn't see that until Vile brought it up either.
No, I think Andrew saw it too, because he put lol in.
snakes sort of are a straight up phallic symbol.
Aye.
Not necessarily, but under that same logic, you could say a mushroom is.
As she starts giggling.
Am I wrong?
Not
No,
really.
that's pretty much accurate.
Fucking dirty mind weirdos.
You're
Aye,
friends with
you.
us.
Yeah, no, you're saying you're friends with us. So what does that say about you?
I have poor choice in friends.
Yeah, you do.
Be right
Congratulations.
back.
Insulted yourself.
I know what I am. I'm happy with it.
After you insulted yourself?
Not so much insulted myself as more as
But that's what
Just-
happened.
what I miss.
Miles coming.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh dear God.
I have way too many comments to make that I can't make right now.
Please don't. For my sanity, please don't.
Well, that's why I said I can't. I can't say them. But there's so many going through my head right now.
Wait.
Ay.
What's sanity?
Yeah, you don't count, Dark.
What you talking about?
You're not exactly known as normal.
I am so normal. I am average human.
No, you are not, buddy.
Not even close to average.
Not even close. Not even a little bit.
You couldn't even say that like an average human.
You said that like you believed it, though. That's the best part.
You said it like an android.
Don't worry, Dark. None of us are average people that are here right now.
I am the normal.
Tell you
Everyone-
now, I'm above it.
That's going in my dad jokes in my comments. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm normal.
Normal is overrated.
Normal is overrated.
Vile trying to like smooth things over and be like, still an awesome pick. Don't be mad at me.
Like, it looks great. Just, looks like a huge penis.
So I was like, how?
No one thought that until Vile said it to you.
I didn't either. That's the problem.
I didn't see it at all until
No
you
one
guys
thought
said it.
until Kyle brought it up.
It's like, I hate
Wow, he
all
has
of
a
you.
dirty mind.
And awkward silence.
Yep. Well, I'm also
Perfect.
so not to you guys. Another discussion I'm having.
Pretty girthy snake when you zoom in. But
Really?
She had to go there.
I was waiting for somebody to say it, though.
couldn't help myself.
Oh God.
And it's ironic because Drew just brought up Fox.
Well, I'm just
Baz
thinking
knows
it's not
if
that
the-
long, but it's
This
pretty
was
good.
Fox chat. The comments would be so. If Fox was in here, it'd be just so far gone. Like, I love you, buddy, to death, but keep the valley jokes to a minimum,
Love you.
please.
You love him bloody? That's a little weird.
I said,
That's actually really weird.
I said, buddy.
I just heard
Buddy.
it 3 times.
I hate you so
I got
much
2
right now.
streams up.
I still hate you.
Shut up, baby. You love it.
Mm. You see my body fly out the skyscraper window and Baz appears. You're in a skyscraper?
Well, if he's in a float,
I just can't take life anymore. Futurama.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump! Do a flip!
Do a flip! Oh, it is scary how similar I am to Bender sometimes.
Oh my god. Well, because I used to make that whole joke of like that he was a lot like Bender, like he needs booze to keep himself sane or coherent. Because I say, what's funny because I say this, I say the same thing to frickin' Warren all the time. Because nowadays he's getting like a lot more goofier and shit now. Because I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
because
I'm
he hasn't
so
had a
goofy.
drink in a long time.
Yeah, because I definitely get goofy when I don't drink.
You become apologetic when you're drunk. I think it's a little weird. It's like, oh, he has a
Didn't-
heart.
It's somewhere there. It just
He
takes
doesn't. It's
a
just
lot of lubrication.
Alcohol helps thaw it out a bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, you ever pour alcohol on some ice? Freezing point is much lower.
You pour alcohol on some ice. Dark just drinks it. He's like, ah, it's
I was
nice and
gonna say,
chilled.
All right, off the rocks.
This will beat any body shot any day.
his own heart.
I've never done body shots, nor will I ever. Just
That's
say.
why it beats the body shot, because it's just cold. It's just a slab of cold.
Like, how did we get back
When you
on
drink
this?
out of the
I don't
bottle,
know.
is
It's
it a bottle body
it was a
shot.
punchline.
I didn't hear what you said, Hayes.
You drink out of the bottle. Is that not technically a bottle body shot?
Minus the body, yes.
Yeah. Well, you're drinking out of the bottle's body.
Okay, in the same concept that a cocktail is drinking out of the body of a glass.
Oh, it's better than what I thought when it rushed through my head when you first said it.
Now we're back to the snake.
God.
I just switched switched art pieces because I am not gonna have this continue anymore. I put the phallic symbol away, so we don't have to worry about it.
Oh, I need to clip you saying that.
Nope, don't you dare.
Oh, it's on.
And I will
Clip?
delete it. Why have I been
OBS,
on?
here we go then. Come on, that's some funny shit right there. Context
Yeah,
is
yeah.
everything.
Ay,
Put the phallic symbol away.
putting the phallic symbol away.
Did you delete the last clip I did?
No.
Good.
I would read it too, and I sit there. I'm just like, I know exactly what I said, but I talk too fast.
I know
sometimes.
exactly what you said too, and I understood you, which was the scariest part.
Because there's certain
Alright,
times if I'm focusing, I'll start talking really fast, and I don't
That
control.
wasn't fast. That sounded like you had way too many fucking Bud Lights or something. I don't
I hate
know.
Bud Light. I hate Bud Light.
Everyone hates Bud Light, alright? No one actually likes Bud Light. It's just cheap.
True.
It's like Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Ugh.
But yeah,
For 2 hours?
Guys,
Alright.
if you're on her Twitch or if you're not on her Twitch, go check it out. Hang on, maybe I can pull up her Twitch now.
Cool.
I know I'm not going to clip that for you. Was it BAZ Gaming 88? I always think it's 86. Who do I know that's 86? Oh, I know. My brother's Camaro. My brother's Camaro's an 86, same as my father's, so that's why I get 86. Hang on. There you are. Deutsches Bier is gut. David, right now I'm drinking well, actually I only had one, but I got a 6-pack of Ostana. Richtig.
Never had a.
Good, yeah.
Never really drink Miller.
I used
But
to
yeah,
drink,
go ahead and check out Baz over on Twitch, guys, if you haven't already.
Yeah.
She
I
does
do have a
the
Twitch.
multi-stream like everyone else.
Also, hey TJ.
DJ.
Yeah, I used to.
T-
Oh, TJ! I heard DJ
Oh,
for
yeah.
some reason.
I was just thinking David again. Yeah, sorry, TJ.
What's going on, TJ? How you been, man?
My favorite German beers that we're able to get over in the States are definitely Warsteiner and Beck's. I think Beck's is German.
Yeah, I haven't had too much for import. I don't think I've ever had any kind of German beer, but I've had. I want to say it was a Belgian beer. I think it's Belgian. It's called Erdinger.
Erdinger.
EIR, I think. DINGER or something like that. I'm sure I butchered the shit out of the word.
Probably.
Their name.
David, another good one that I had, but I haven't had in years because it's hard to find years. Eine Stefanana.
Oh, it is a German beer.
I pronounce that completely.
It's got B vitamins, B12, and folic acid in it.
Bavaria? Oh, okay. Thanks.
For pregnant women.
I know I used to drink
Oh,
it,
shit.
so that's why. I guess I just grew up with it, so to speak. Like, I
So
remember the
it's
first time I
Bavaria.
cracked open a Vollsteiner after years of not remembering it. I cracked it open, I smelled it. First thing I thought of was my Opa.
This is news in your Discord. No, I didn't. What happened? Everything okay?
Foster's? Hell no.
Of course I've had Fosters. I am Australian. Why do you think I fucking here?
Which
You
which Discord, TJ?
Down cat's piss.
Do you guys in Australia have that famous like Simpsons size beer? It's like a keg.
No. Not at a regular shop. Like, you can get kegs of
Yeah, it's
beer
a
and
joke. Yeah,
stuff.
and the
Like,
kegs
put it in
and
the fridge.
stuff.
But yeah, not like they do on The Simpsons. No.
I
Well, the
want
thing
one of those famous beers. Is that big enough for you? I guess.
I think I see what you're talking about, TJ.
Who's Discord? Mind
It's
me
in
asking.
TJ's.
Okay, I'm not a part of that, so never mind.
No, I'm not part of that either.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh, wait,
that one.
wait,
I thought you meant yours.
Yeah,
I literally
I've
just
seen
pulled
the
yours
help,
out.
self-help stuff in Big, which is tragic as well.
Oh,
but-
snap. Okay.
Your stream, but is it worth talking about?
I'd rather have Yita say if he ever comes in here.
Understood. That's why I asked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, TJ Drews already said it.
Yeah. Oh,
Congratulations, you.
Yeah, congrats, Yeetus. I did not see that. I'm a little mad for not seeing that. Shit, congrats, man. If he's around, I don't know if he's. I don't think he's in here.
he would have said something if he's here, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that he might be or he's hoping for a girl.
Yeah. I remember my friend, he always said, I don't care if it's a girl or a boy, I want healthy.
Yeah.
I think all parents really wish for that at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You might have a select few who don't really care. But
Don't be
Them
so
ones out
sorry
there.
for what, TJ. You're fine.
EJ, I'm already an uncle and
Godfather! Nice! Congratulations, TJ.
Congrats, man.
Congrats.
yeah, I guess what I said sounded unsympathetic, but what I meant by it is like,
Dark tries to be human. It just takes him a bit.
It's dark.
Everything you say usually is unsympathetic. It's just it gets reworded after to be a little bit more sympathetic.
Yeah, congrats.
that's
Oh
the-
wow, there's a
the
lot of cool
alien
things
in him
happening.
is- it's the alien. Oh shit! Yeah, right. Sorry,
Fuck.
forgot blend in.
no, me and Baz always joke about Uncle Dark is the best uncle. I actually am, believe it or not.
Yeah, you did say that but you were an actual
Yeah.
uncle.
You'd be a good uncle. We know you would.
I would
You just like
corrupt
that-
those inside.
Asshole.
What's funny
I'm the
because we were.
uncle that- Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay. Like we've always been joking around. If I ever had a kid and it'd be a girl, he would automatically, no matter what her name would be, it would always be Alma.
Alma.
To him, it would always be Alma.
Mommy named me Sarah, Uncle Dark. Okay, that's cute, Alma.
Yeah, I'm the uncle that teaches my nieces and nephews all the things they shouldn't know but need to know. But it's, quote unquote insensitive to teach kids. Yeah, I'm that uncle. That, and when they're old enough, they're going to learn how to use explosives.
Oh
safely.
dear God.
Priorities, right?
With Warren,
Every kid should know how to use explosives.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't, come on.
You should come
If they try it on their own, they're gonna get hurt.
That's
That's
right.
bad parenting.
At least this way I know they won't blow their friggin' hand off.
Exactly.
oh my God.
Come be
Maybe
sane
lose
and
some
then tell
eyebrows.
me child needs to learn to use explosives.
Well, I did.
I learned from my uncle.
Same.
It's my
He was awesome.
child.
Yeah.
First time I got to do that was when we had to get rid of a stump on the farm.
Oh,
This was
that.
old school. We went to the shed and we grabbed some homemade friggin' quarter sticks of
I'm not
dynamite, drilled holes, and
That.
we blew that stump sky high.
Yeah, man.
It was awesome. I was hooked.
No. Alright. Yeah, we did some crazy things as kids, but
Oh,
Nah,
stuff I can't
Shane
even.
would literally blow you up the house as well, half the town, I think it was funny. Do it again.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
Hey, another fun thing.
Uncle
Yesterday-
Drew and Fire. I don't want any of the guys in here being uncles to my kids.
Drew,
Because I know it's gonna be so
fireworks
bad.
away, all right, we bought those. We need to make our own. But yeah,
I'd love to.
yesterday, was Father's Day, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you do on Father's Day? Oh, you celebrate, you have a barbecue, maybe you set off some fireworks. Not in my town. I heard bang, 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 left and right. Not a single firework in the sky.
Pistols,
Oh, yeah.
shotguns.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens every New Year's over where I used to live.
We can buy fireworks here. It's easier to get away with that than firing pistols and shit in the air. You go to jail here for that.
Well,
You
same
go
in
to jail here
California.
too, legally, but
Well,
come
yeah,
on.
I guess
Have you
so.
heard of my town yet?
Well, yeah, it's a little different.
Cleveland.
Kids,
It's not
friends-
Detroit.
friends don't go into town. We heard gunshots in the park. It wasn't gunshots, it was kids letting off firecrackers. That's how often you hear fucking
I was gonna
firecrackers.
say, you guys probably can't differentiate the noises, though.
Yeah.
Not really.
was-
You don't hear it at
Oh,
all.
when you grow up with guns, you can tell the difference. Trust
Oh
me.
yeah, I know. I can tell the difference between an
Not with
M80, a
shotguns and-
firecracker.
The two rifles. Just for hunting and stuff, because I grew up on
What
way
size
out,
you say? 22?
way out west.
Hey, what
22
size?
rifles.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
And when I say grew up, I mean, like, I started shooting those when I was like 7.
Yeah, yeah. Same here. Like
It's,
6 or 7, I had my own.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Jimmy, he goes to the gun range and does some shooting every now and then, and he said one of the men there had one of the big magnums,
Yep.
Oh, those are huge.
and
I-
he said shot the
Suck.
boom from it literally shook. Shook everyone. You're like
Dude,
through
some
their
of them
bodies and stuff. They weren't expecting.
Yeah, some of them could be hand cannons. Some of them could be, absolute pussies,
Yeah.
so to speak.
It
Well,
depends because the Magnum could be many different calibers. too.
Yeah,
It
that's
could
like
be a
saying
357 Magnum's not as big as people think it is. It's still
What's the big
a bit
one? I
of a
don't know
horsey round, but it's
I don't
nothing.
about guns, but it was a big handgun, the biggest one you can get apparently, or some crap.
I never
Wow.
actually fired it myself, but my neighbor, when I lived at the farm, he had a Winchester 500. That fucker was
Oh.
about, I'm gonna say 25 pounds just in the revolver.
Mhm.
Like, are you kidding me?
Crap.
It
Well,
made
they
a
have
yeah,
to be.
I love how Vile just mentioned Desert Eagle because I was gonna say that. It made a Desert Eagle look like a pussy weapon.
Well, people don't realize that revolvers, just like hinge brake shotguns, have more recoil than anything from a semi-automatic because there's not really the same kind of gas to The gases on semi-automatics tend to use that gas as back pressure to eject the shell. But all of that force is coming backwards on you in a revolver or a hinge brake shotgun or a single shot of any kind.
If it comes out
Go-
for
Less than 500. Sorry, continue.
if it comes
You
out
say
for
there's
PC,
an
maybe, but we're not getting any new games anytime soon, from what I know. That's because we're gonna be leaving the state pretty soon. So
You decided
I
to
don't
move
know.
out state?
no, we're going
Oh,
on
you're-
vacation.
Yeah, God. My bad. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, I didn't want you to... Whatever.
Well, because TJ asked if I was getting The Last of Us 2. I still need to play 1. I haven't played 1.
Nice one, David. And yeah, you need to play 1. 1 is... Honestly, BAZ, the first time you play 1, do not stream it.
No?
Don't. It is too much of a great game that I think you would enjoy the experience a lot more by yourself. Just
mean,
because chat and various things. Please play it by yourself. I think chat can agree with that though.
Yeah, like, I
See-
do want to get other games for the PS4, because we still have our PS4, and it still works. But so far, the only thing I replayed again was Brothers. But we have Watch Dogs, Brothers. We also have Spyro Reignited, and we have Battlefield, I think 4 or 5. One of those. You can tell which game is Warren's.
Yeah, you can see chat's exploding with the same ideals.
Yeah, you need to play it yourself first because you get
No,
immersed
I
into the
haven't
game.
seen anything about
Story.
either,
Mate.
but I've heard a lot of people complaining that it is amazing, and then I hear people bitching that if you don't fully comply to it's the most amazing game ever, that people are calling you what is it, transgender phobic and homophobic. Like I said, I haven't seen that yet, but I feel like that's scapegoat for it not being the greatest game of all time.
Well, because
Like,
everybody
we
has
all-
their own opinions about different games. It
I know,
shouldn't.
but we all knew from the beginning that a certain character was gay. Come on.
It's like, so what? It's a game.
Exactly.
It's just a game.
Doesn't matter.
But it just seems like that's a scapegoat excuse. Now, correct
Mm.
me if I'm wrong. Please
Yeah.
don't give me spoils, but that's
In this
that's
day and
how I've been
Does
getting.
not fucking sexual orientation.
I know.
one
Don't
way
give
or
me
the
a
other.
flying fucking.
Doesn't matter that
If you do,
color of your
honestly, go
skin.
back to your clan meeting. Sorry, too far.
Oh no,
Just-
it's pathetic. There's no room.
I'm not trying to bring
to-
politics into this, but that's the vibe I've been getting off this game.
Well, the thing, and even like the way that TJ said it is like, fully immerse yourself in the game. Like, just don't worry about everybody else's opinions. If you enjoy the game, you're gonna enjoy the game. And I probably would. I do like a lot of games that are from Naughty Dog, but also from what I heard about how they treat their employees, it's kind of. But yeah, that's not gonna be a reason why I'm not gonna like the game. And also, just because of someone's sexual orientation isn't gonna be why I'm not gonna like a game. If someone's gonna bring that into an argument, why? Am I not allowed to have my own opinion on how what a game is? Just like the other day when a buddy of ours mentioned that he didn't like Gris. I keep calling it Gree too. He didn't like Gris because it was too slow. He couldn't sprint. I was like, all right.
I saw that comment and I was half tempted to just joke about it and be like, "Well, your opinion doesn't matter because you don't know." Just as a joke, like, "Oh, you don't get it. You're stupid." Just to be a joke. But no, I fully respect his opinion on it.
Yeah.
He made valid.
Everyone's gonna have
logic
opinions on
behind
everything anyway, because everyone's got a collection of different experiences and different things that they like. And
Right. The only
So-
thing I don't like is when people blindly state insults or reasonings or comments like that without actual factual reasoning behind it. If you can give and provide examples as to why the gameplay is bad, like our friend did regarding Greece, okay, I get it. That makes sense. You know what I mean? But I haven't heard any of that from the people who are yelling at the people who don't like Last of Us 2. I feel like they're just, and I hate to use another example, people who are hardcore Death Stranding fans. I feel like they're just yelling at people who's like, oh, you just don't understand it. Well, the people who don't quote unquote understand it didn't like it because of various elements that they explained. Once again, that's another game I haven't experienced. Come July 20th, I am going, or I think it's 12th, I will be able to give a valid reasoning behind that.
Well, just like also the whole thing with you were fighting. I heard CJ spreading rumors. Yes,
Yep.
he was. Congrats, dude.
Congrats, bro. I know you don't know me that well, but congrats.
But he knows me. That's all that matters.
Good news.
Yeah, it's just like the thing with RE. At first, you didn't have a lot of ground to say like the things you did until you actually played it.
I never experienced it. I will make the argument, however, that I understood the mechanics behind it, and my understanding of said mechanics were only validated by my experience playing it.
Right.
I'm playing it, but I've been watching it because I have no intention of really playing it myself.
Looks like how.
Personally, for me,
Because I know
the
TJ.
Right.
I'm so invested in the story. That's great, TJ. Just don't be hating on people who give reasoning why they don't like it.
He wouldn't.
And I'm not saying he would.
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying there are
wouldn't.
many out there, and I'm not talking about Discord. I read this on like various forums.
Oh,
No one
okay.
particularly Discord. Yeah, no, I'm not hating on anybody in Discord. Trust me, I wouldn't do that. Especially, I wouldn't do that on stream. You know what I mean?
I do not spread rumors. Are you talking to Yeetus on that one? But yeah, like I know, like I can talk, like me, TJ, Andrew, we can all sit there and talk about like all the different things about Resident Evil, why we like it, and yeah, it is going to be more nostalgic value. We think a lot of the soundtrack is great. We love it, and you know, it's
I can
what we
also
grew up with.
recognize why you like it.
Yeah, same with you and Metal Gear. You love Metal Gear to death, almost like along with Pudge and Fox and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And see, I didn't really have any experience with either of those games, so I have no interest in them. It's not that I don't like them; it's just that I don't really care for them. I've
Right, but your
moved
simple
on to new
statement,
shit.
your simple statement right there, you're not hating on them for
No.
the sake of hating on them.
Yeah.
There's a
No.
difference, and that's my argument.
Yeah.
Hate on anything just for the fact of hating on something. It just
Well,
means
I would go that
person
far.
and your opinion wouldn't really matter.
I-
It's like my favorite game series of all time is Halo. It always will be. It always, you know, up until they left Bungie and created 343. That's another story. We can get into that. But when someone hates on Halo, I don't just straight up say, "Oh, you suck. You don't know what you're talking about," because obviously you don't know a true game or something stupid like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, you never gave me a hard time when I said I'm not really big on it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fair reason why I don't like it. I'm not into spacey type games, and it's very spacey.
I respect that.
I don't hate on you because you do like it. It's cool that you like it.
Hell,
Everybody's entitled
Grim-
to like what they want.
Grim is all about, or Grim tried to make a whole series on Alan Wake, one of another great games that I thought was amazing. And
Couldn't stand
stuff,
it.
He fucking hated it.
I hated it, and I am not
understand.
finishing it.
I understand why he hates it though.
It's not my style. I've never been into those kind of games. It's too slow. It doesn't scare me, so it's cheesy. So I don't enjoy it.
Scary. But I
What about
enjoyed
Baz
the.
isn't talking even though she's a streamer?
I was about to comment, like, I really love how my art stream turned into a gaming debate to a game podcast. I don't mind this at all. Like,
We're
I'm
probably
tot-
just gonna make this into a podcast 1.2 or 1.5.
it's a halfway. We're not entirely sure, but no, like I'm totally fine with this. I enjoy being able to draw and being able to talk about the games we like and having talk about it. Alan Wake's a good game. I like that game.
See?
Love the
And I mean-
soundtrack more though.
I didn't mind watching it. I'm sure I watched it. I don't remember much of it, but I know I watched it. But playing it's a different story, and I just don't get into it, and I just couldn't enjoy
Grim, the
it.
other thing is you're not much of a story gamer
No, I'm
at
not.
all, and I am.
I
I
play my games like I play Far Cry 5. You know, balls
Which
to the
also has a great
walls.
story that I could tell you the dialogue about and all that stuff, but I understand where you're coming from.
Final game too.
Like, I would still say that I like Far Cry 3 more than I like the other Far Cries. So then again, I haven't finished 4, which, by the way, don't say anything dark. And
4
I'm
has
probably
decent-
never going to play 5. I don't see a reason to play 5 at all. But I will,
Well, they'll have 6 out by then. So
right?
Yeah. Well, when it comes to
Like,
Far Cry, just throwing that out
Three,
there.
I've got to say that.
I didn't hear you, Hayes. I know you got kids, but you need to say that again, Hayes.
Far Cry 3 and 4, but I enjoyed 3 a lot more. And I had no intention of playing Far Cry 5. I thought I
Okay.
was just doing the same over and over again.
So I've played every single Far Cry apart from Primal, and if you had to give me a rundown right now, I would have to say 3 has the greatest characters, 4 has the greatest story, but 5 so far has the greatest gameplay itself.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
like,
got
I-
new mechanics, right? It's the
Exactly.
whole
That's
drive
why-
I didn't know
system is different.
Something tried.
Well, they introduced elements like helicopters and planes. That's why I enjoy it so much.
Not just that though, their AI in 5 is really
yeah.
responsive.
No, the buddy system, absolutely.
Yeah.
But 4 story is without
Good
a
night,
doubt,
David. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for hanging out with me today,
Right,
man.
David?
Good night, David.
See you
Take
around.
care.
But yeah, 4 without a doubt, I know Baz hasn't finished it yet, is the most like the greatest story of all the Far Cries out there, without a doubt.
That's a weird looking fish.
Don't go there.
I have 3 and 5. I haven't played 3 yet. I figured I would give it
Well,
a shot after
it is
5.
Greatest in regards to characters, because a lot of people don't know this. Michael Mandow, the guy who played Boss, both the likeness, the motion capture, and the voice, he went into that interview and he was supposed to play this silent, barely spoken butch of a man. And he said, fuck that. He threw away the script and he gave the most incredible audition in, like, literally the history of gaming.
We're
You
talking
know
about
the
Voss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the definition of insanity? The thing that is in the game? Did I even tell you the definition of insanity? That spiel, the one that's actually currently in the game, is from his audition. That's how great of an impact he played. The developers and all of them literally had to scrap the character they had in mind, and they remade a character. Originally, the character was supposed to be called Bull. Like I said, a 6 foot something, built like a brick shithouse guy. They changed him to this other guy called Pyro. This guy who was severely burned on one side, and then they even scrapped that further and made him exactly like Michael Mandow, with a huge scar and a mohawk. Because of how well he played the part. They instantly loved him. And he basically became the poster child of the game.
Very cool.
Yeah. Sorry. I love that story so much. It's
I just-
amazing.
I actually love the part about how
Far
you
Cry
said-
3.
no about Far Cry 3 with the whole like the mini video that you sent me.
Mini video? Oh, you mean the Far Cry experience?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what she's talking about is they
3
made
Vile.
a live action prequel to Far Cry 3 called the Far Cry Experience. And it's all about Christopher Mintz-Plasse, the actual actor, trying to do this survival, quote unquote. I did air quotes, but you didn't hear me. See me.
I didn't hear those quotes.
You know
yet,
what I mean.
sorry.
So yeah, a survival video on an island. It turns out that's Voss's island, and then shit just hits the fan and becomes funny as hell. But yeah. Yes, it is Vile. He plays Nachos Iglesias, I think. Or Nacho's something.
Joe's Libre.
No, he's talking about Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. He was actually never in Breaking Bad. But yeah, Michael Mandel. That's him. And here's the even funnier part. He's from Canada.
No kidding.
So you expect this tropical Hispanic dude. Nah, bro. He's from Quebec, I think.
Yeah.
That's how good of an actor he is.
But yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. Very underrated actor.
You didn't like 2 at all, you just...
Well, the thing about 1 and 2 is that was back in the days where games didn't really have story or
I didn't play 1 and 2.
like it was a game for a game. You know what I mean? Like they were still on the same path of generic. Let's shoot, let's run, let's do. They had story. I mean,
Just not much.
yeah.
Remember
I
in
mean, look
2,
at
you
the
had a
track.
chance of getting malaria.
Yeah, that was like the meme of the century. The worst thing ever.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let the dog out. He's starting.
In other
to
words,
pee.
you gotta actually
Okay.
split off Grim if you're still up for it.
Honestly, I'm kind of enjoying this. You should just stream this and do a podcast,
I could, but I have to get all you. Yeah.
and then you can just do a dual stream, and we can podcast while Baz draws.
Well, here's the thing though, is that I'm already past the 2-hour mark, and I do want to get Silent Hill in before it gets too late for me. So, what we can do this another time, have it be a podcast where I'm still drawing, and everybody can still chat and all that stuff. And that way, Dark can still do his stream.
All right, that works for me.
That
I
work?
actually got- No, I actually got a really good idea about doing that. So yeah, that'd be perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
Write that down now.
yeah, write that down now, because I know you're going to forget.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna finish this up. I'm probably gonna just do some more details on this guy, and then I'm gonna quit it. Wait for a little bit and do Silent Hill.
Sweet.
Yeah,
All right. So when Grim gets back, we're gonna call it.
yeah.
How's that? All right. Sounds good.
I'll be back in a bit here.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Because not for nothing, I kind of dominated your chat anyway.
Nah, you're fine. Well, cause I
Am
knew.
I wrong about that?
Well, cause I'm looking down and drawing, so I have to look up
You
to see
can't
chat.
Public walk at the same time.
Yeah. I die from malaria a lot. It's so old and everything just feels so different. That's understandable too, Yeetus. What's funny too is that TJ, I managed to get infinite ammo on mercenaries. Finally got it. Something going on with Silent Hill. People are streaming that series around to now. It was on Reddit, so I'm not entirely sure. There was talk about something about Silent Hill, and I can't remember what.
The only thing that I know about Silent Hill right now is they currently introduced Pyramid Head within Dead by Daylight.
Is that it?
And there's that, and then there's also the quote-unquote theory that Kojima, or you know, the likeness of Kojima, obviously not himself, are trying to work on a horror game that is going to be basically a spiritual successor to Silent Hill series.
Oh,
Yeah, but take that with literally a half a grain of salt, not even a whole. Because
Back in March, I heard that they're making 2 new Silent Hill exclusives for the
Yeah.
PlayStation.
yeah, just
Oh, wow.
don't do that stuff because
And
you know,
they're going, but probably for PlayStation 5, I would imagine.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be
like I said,
before.
at this point, just ignore it. If I were you, don't get your hopes up.
darn.
It's better not to be excited over something that doesn't
I
happen.
do believe they will make a remake of it or a new game for sure.
See,
It's
A
such
remake or a sequel or a
Well,
new
talk about
I'm sorry,
making a
a new
remake
edition.
for the PS5 that I heard, but then other people are saying that there's 2 completely different games.
No,
don't know what
I-
they're making, so I don't
I
know.
wholeheartedly believe they will never make a remake, simply because the team has been, scattered, pretty much, and I don't know. I don't even know who owns
The
the
game
rights.
is not
I
a
mean,
remake;
that
it is
you
a
would probably
soft
know.
reboot. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, BAZ. What was it? What was the name of the team back then? For the original, 1-2
What?
Silent Hill team. What was the
Team
what's it
Silent?
called? Team Silent. Yeah, they've been scattered through multiple game developers now, and they're not getting back together, right?
Oh, probably not.
I mean, how many people were in that? Like 17, anyway.
The two
I
new ones that
can't
I heard
remember.
were going to be made by
Yeah, it was
Kojima Productions. So
Yeah, there was thoughts about that, but I still think that the rights are the main reason why it hasn't happened. Team Silent, thank you, Bile.
Yeah, because I remember
No,
when
no. I'm
everybody
always
saw
very-
PT.
I'm skeptical because I've heard, I remember how many years ago, PT, and then Silent Hills, and then all this, and
Well-
then the falling out. And I'm not trying to be a douchebag, but I'm always skeptical until the last minute, always.
No, that's not skeptical. That's not being a douchebag at all. That's what a lot of people I see are doing nowadays, especially with certain games. Like, I'm still on the wall with Resident Evil 8. Like, yeah, the trailer looked great and everything, and I know there's a lot of hype for it. I'm sitting here going,
It's a little different because that was officially released on the PS5. What do you call it? Trailer. Yeah.
it was, but I'm still a little about it.
See,
Sorry, it
PT
does look
was.
good.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah, like
Yeah,
everybody
so-
was like,
Little different
yeah, Silent
comparison,
Hills.
but I also know what you mean because a lot of people don't know this, and I'll throw this out there. Halo. Who here knows that Halo was officially announced in the 1998, I think 98 or 99, Apple computer, Apple computer, whatever. It was released at a big old program for Apple because the original game was supposed to be on the Apple Macintosh exclusively, and it was supposed to be a real-time strategy.
Really?
Yep. Let's just throw that out there. Halo was supposed to be on an Apple Macintosh. Think.
Yeah. The RE8 doesn't look like an RE game, but that's just part of the appeal for me, I think. So it's not the same thing over and over.
Yeah, the way that Fox said is that they're trying to change things up a little bit, so it's not just the same humdrum zombies, monsters sort of thing. Like, yeah, there's monsters in it,
Yeah.
but they want to change things up a bit and make it interesting instead of appeal to the audience.
Yep.
And yeah, I can see, like, how, as I said, like, I'm a little on the fence about it because even though I love RE to death, like, it has a very special place in my heart. I've seen some of the games where it's like it wasn't very executed properly, and it's just kind of like, oh man. So that's what I'm hoping that won't happen, is that they'll be able to execute it nicely and everything will be awesome and I can be proved wrong. So, like, that's what
Like I
I'm
said-
looking forward to.
Like I said, it's not so much that I don't believe it. It's just I'm always a skeptic, always, especially with things that are not necessarily always true and blah blah blah. Like even Halo 2. Everyone remember? I know I keep going back to Halo, but it's the greatest example. Halo
fine.
2. When they released it at E3, they showed this great performance. Of the Streets of New Mombasa, I believe it's called, is the trailer, and it shows how they throw the battle rifle in there. You can board ships now, or ships vehicles now. It's going to be a great experience. It's going to be awesome, whatever. Every single thing that they threw in there, which by the way, in the beginning of the video, they said, this is the real deal, no smoke and mirrors. It was completely smoke and mirrors. Every single concept that they presented at E3 was false. They had to completely scrap the graphics engine because it wasn't compatible with the original Xbox. So they literally had to redo everything from scrap within the 8-month deadline. They did it. They did it. They fucking did it. They worked day and night and they did it. I don't know how, but they did it. yeah. So until release date, I don't believe anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you never can.
Absolutely not. And this is coming from a political science major who studied mostly in media regarding politics. So that's politics. Who knows about gaming industries? BAZ. BAZ. No one else talk, please. My mouth is getting dry. Not joking, man.
And I get you. Drink some water.
I got some apple juice here.
You drink apple juice?
I just bought apple juice because I was tired of the shitty city water I was getting. But I love
Real apple juice or apple juice from concentrate?
It's the same thing in America. I'm not joking. Ingredients: apple juice from concentrate. 68% apple juice. This is water. That's what I'm saying. So that's quick math.
They're pretty much the same everywhere.
What's wrong with that?
100% apple juice.
The
You're
reason-
fucking
Do you know the reasoning behind that? They
longer? I don't know.
no, it's better for storage. If they
It keeps longer.
evaporate, yeah, if they evaporate the water off of it, they can hold it in storage tanks longer. The absorbent acid within itself actually is acting preservative. Absorbic acid, by the way, is a fancy word for vitamin C.
It almost doesn't look that bad. Pretty happy with that.
Looks good.
Yeah. And I got my phallic serpent. I can't get out of my head now. Thanks, Vile. I might change him up a little bit. I was looking at a picture. I'm not sure if people know who this is or ever heard of it. Quetzalcoatl. Yeah. It's Aztec.
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, Quetzalcoatl. But it says, Aztecan feathered serpent. That's what they would call it. I can't remember what it was about it that made him so special, but I saw a pic of him. I'm like, ooh, that would look pretty neat. So if anybody wants to click a peek at what this thing looks like.
I'm sorry, did you say Aztecan?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's not a word.
Aztec is a word. Aztecan.
Yeah, that's not what
Maybe not.
Aztecan. I know what Aztec is.
But yeah. So I was thinking about doing something like that for this guy here. But I'm not entirely sure. But I am going to call it here. So it says I have 15 people online.
Nice.
Right?
There's 10 watching.
Can't you wait until Graham gets back?
5 on each.
Did someone say Tekken?
That's what I heard.
Alright, let me close everything down real quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed the art show.
It was great watching you draw.
I'm trying to save everything right now. Alright. Now that's closed. Let's use online.
Yeah, Vile. Don't mean to self-promote, but if Grim ever gets back, you're gonna be playing some of those games you gave me. Thank you. Speaking of which, when are you gonna play that game he gave you?
I'm not sure. I'll probably do it after Silent Hill.
Yeah, I'm just messing.
I see Angel Goddesses online.
I can't raid with you. I'm sorry though.
What do you mean?
She's playing The Last of Us, right?
Oh, that's right. And you don't want to be
Can't
spoiled.
do it.
That's right.
Can't
That's
do
right.
it.
That's right. All right, but I do want to say,
Don't make that a determining factor.
well, just say hi and then put on pop out.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna raid Angel Goddess. So copy, paste. That's her link. Sweet lady plays games. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you, Dark. Thank you, Hayes. Thank you, Grim, whenever he comes back. Thank you, Val, for the new game. I'm gonna test it out later on and see when I can make into a stream, hopefully. But yeah, just a heads up. If you guys don't want spoils, just be like, hey, we're part of the raid, but I don't want to be spoiled, so I'm gonna leave. So but she is nice. She deserves a sub. I think she's close to getting 1,000, so let's help her out. Alright, so, yeah. So, I'll see you guys later on tonight with some Silent Hill. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Bye, everyone.
See you later.